So our kitchens are one of those rooms in our house that most of us spend the most time in, obviously cooking meals. But have you ever realized how the kitchen is also an area where a lot of unsustainable products invisibly start accumulating? Mostly all households have these common things that we use every single day, which are mostly made of plastic or some polymers of plastic. So in today's video, I will be sharing my favorite zero waste kitchen swaps that I have made over the 2 years of me practicing zero waste. And if you do enjoy these kind of videos, please make sure that you stay tuned till the end and also give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. So now let's start with our zero waste kitchen swaps. The first item is one of those items we cannot live without in our kitchen. We use it every day, multiple times a day. So this is again the dish scrub. A lot of households use different kinds of plastic dish scrubs, mostly made out of polyurethane or polyethylene mesh, which are plastic polymers. At the end of its use, these scrubs are so dirty that it does not even get recycled. And finally, obviously, it ends up at the landfill and stays there forever. And that's why the best alternative for it is any day a coconut fiber. These were what our great grandparents or even our grandparents used to use back in their times. And they are so useful. They are actually waste that comes out of coconuts which are reused in this purpose. So I've been using these for the last so many years. And it is compostable, and or if nothing, you can just throw it away and it does decomposes. It is natural fiber, so it just easily decomposes. And yes, it does come out a little bit here and there after you start washing it, but I don't think that is a deal breaker at all. So make sure to make this swap immediately, and these are not really expensive either. So this is my first recommendation. So the second product I have is recycled kitchen tissue paper. This one is from the brand called as Good Karma. And let me just tell you that today's video has been sponsored by Good Karma, and I'm super excited to be working with them because they are also an environmentally friendly brand whose views align a lot with mine, which is to be gentle on our planet Earth. So mostly the kitchen towels that we have in our homes are made of virgin paper and are highly bleached, which is harmful to us, also a cause of deforestation. So if you're somebody who wants to use tissue paper and not have a negative impact on the environment, these are definitely for you. Good Karma has a wide range of recycled tissues, from kitchen towels to toilet paper rolls to facial tissues and more. These tissues are made of 100% recycled paper from unprinted waste paper and pulp substitutes. And I know that most people think that recycled paper can be weak, unclean or non-absorbent, and that is definitely not the case with Good Karma tissues. I have been using them and they are highly absorbent because the technology that they follow is something called as the Fibre Revive Technology, which enhances the properties of the fibers and makes sure that they are as soft and absorbent as any other tissues. This technology conserves water, reduces the amount of fossil energy required, and also has low effluent discharge. One additional bonus is that these tissue papers are hypoallergenic and has no issues for our skin. And the packaging that these tissue papers come in also can be used as its box, and we do not need any other additional box for using these tissues. Also, at the end of the usage, you can definitely recycle it too. I have been using these tissue papers quite a lot in my kitchen to swipe away any spillage that has been caused, and this has definitely made me feel less guilty because I'm not using any kind of virgin paper. And I would definitely highly recommend all of you to get these tissues if you are somebody who uses tissues in your kitchen anyway. Honestly, they are the same effect but has a way less impact on our earth. I also have a special discount code for all of you, so make sure to use this code if you are shopping from Good Karma to get a 10% discount from there. So the next product I have is dish soap. Until I started working full time, I used to make my own dishwashing liquid made out of soap nut and lemon and all that. But as I started working, I hardly had time to make these products, so I have switched to using dish soap. And this dish soap that I generally use is from a brand called as Wild Ideas, and I've been using their dish soap for over 6 months now. There are lots of dishwashing liquid and soaps that are available in the market these days and are quite affordable too. So please make sure that you switch, because these are products that you use every day and you constantly purchase. So the next things I use are glass jars. So I have glass jars of different sizes. So this one I think I got from some brand. These are ones that I use to store my grains or peanuts or any of my grocery items. I usually do store into these glass jars instead of plastic ones. Let me just say, they are also very aesthetically pleasing too. I love how my kitchen looks after having storing all of these in these glass jars. So yeah, if you are somebody who is looking for storage containers, I would ask you to look for glass ones. Glass is 100% recyclable. Unless it breaks, it can be recycled properly. And definitely you can also use stainless steel containers. I would still say I like glass because I am able to see what is there and how much is there. That is another reason I love glass containers, and it helps me from preventing wastage of these items as well. So yes, instead of plastic, I think these are definitely a better option. So the next swap that I made were wooden utensils. So previously, when I was not into this lifestyle, I used to have a lot of those plastic utensils that I used to use, especially for pots that were not made out of steel. I generally use these wooden spoons and spatulas for my kitchen because again, they are sustainable, they are not super expensive, and they last a long time. They last a very long time. I would recommend that you switch to either steel or wooden spoons because they are way more better and are more sustainable any day. I'm a huge tea person. Most of you would already know about that. I am completely no towards the tea bags. I do not use tea bags because they are a whole lot of waste, and I like making tea fresh, and for that you obviously need tea strainer, and that is why I use my own metal tea strainer. Most households have those plastic tea strainers. Firstly, it's plastic mesh here, and that is where you put hot tea, and that means hot tea is going to react with the plastic. So I would honestly say, please do not use those plastic tea strainers. It's harmful to you and also a lot of waste at the end of its life. So please make the switch because these are not expensive and are very easily accessible to everybody. So yeah, if you are a tea person like I am, this is definitely something you should get. And the next thing that all of us use is for storage, and for storage of vegetables inside the fridge, I use produce bags. And these are cloth made of mostly cotton cloth, and these are very usable. I have a couple of these for different sizes, so I usually use these to store my vegetables, and I would ask you to do the same instead of storing it in plastic bags or plastic packets, which again is disposable and is not really usable for a long time, while these can be used for a very long time because these can be put into the wash and cleaned again and used again and again. So yes, I would ask you to make a switch to these produce bags. These are also available at various price ranges, so please make the switch because this is way more sustainable than using plastic bags. So now the more expensive swap that I've been starting to make is a cast iron cookware. So I still do use my non-stick and steel and aluminium pots and pans, but whenever I'm buying anything new, I am trying to opt for cast iron ones because as all of us have started realizing, non-stick and even aluminium ones are really not good for our health. People have started recognizing how the good old cast iron is still way better because this iron gets absorbed by our food and goes into our body. So it's really good for increasing your iron content in your body. In general, this also helps for even cooking. If you are looking for newer cookware, I would suggest that you go for cast iron. I know it is a little heavier than the other cookware, but it does give extremely good taste and also is much more sustainable and healthier for you. And then finally, a very common swap that is thankfully present in most Indian homes, which is a stainless steel container. So I think we've just thankfully not taken that off our list of items in the kitchen, but we all still do have a lot of plastic containers also. If you pour really hot or cold food items into this plastic, or if you heat your food in the plastic in microwave or so, the thing is that the plastic can make your food a little bit toxic. And I know it's not very easily recognizable, but over the years, for a long time, if you keep doing that, it can affect our health. So I would always ask all of you to go back to using our steel dabbas. They are a really safe choice and really last a very long time and does not have any odors. So that's again something I hate about plastic containers, that it smells. So please start swapping to using these again. If you are somebody who uses a lot of plastic containers, please make the switch, because it's good for you and it's also good for the environment. So those were all the zero waste swaps that I have made in my kitchen over the years, and I absolutely love how my kitchen looks right now. I assure you it's not completely plastic free. I still use some items plastic, which I have been using for a long time. Like I said, I don't discard of plastic just because it's plastic. I only let it go once it goes bad or I can't use it. So I still do have some plastic, but mostly I love whatever I have because it's a lot of metal or glass or wood. So I just absolutely love how my kitchen looks now. So let me know in the comments below which of the swaps that I've mentioned are the ones you have already made. Thank you again for watching through this whole video, and if you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe, because this is the way that you can support me and this channel of ours. So thank you so much again for watching. So I will see you again next time in the next video. So until then, bye bye.